Hello, hello, everybody. Let's make sure, going live like a minute early, just to make sure I have everything. Yep, that's good. All right. Let's see, people in the chat. Who do we have? We've got a few people. We've got Poppy, Saint Monkey, Louise, Jules, Ario, Ventovka. I always have a hard time saying that one. Hello, hello, everybody. It is update day. We excited? Excited for update day? Looking forward to the Ghoul? Everyone gets to have their character look just like this when it goes live. So that's cool. Let's see. There's that. Yeah, I always hate having to set these things up. It's like waiting around. I never know. I wish I could schedule these. There we go. All right, it's time. I wish I could schedule these in advance, but I never know when the patch notes are coming. So, hey, Ghost Rider, welcome, welcome. But it is, looks like it's start time. All right, we're going to get to the patch notes. I have not looked at these, so I don't know how long they are. So I know last time they were like two different files. Oh, that's another thing. Let's incorporating damage cards for rifles and the weapons. Oh, yeah. Ariel, I hope you enjoyed it. You're welcome. These are the patch notes, by the way. There's a link, and there's also in the description for anyone watching this after. The description has a link to the patch notes if you want to read them. So yes. Hey, John, welcome. All right, here we go. And there's YouTube already wants me to put ads in. Just started. They already want me to put in ads. Hello, Johnny and Dan. Hello. All right, a little rough start here. Okay, here we go. Don't be afraid. Step into the radiation and emerge as a ghoul. Today's Ghoul update I'll do this over. Today's Ghoul Within update gives all Wastelanders an opportunity to turn themselves into a ghoul, unlocking a whole new way to experience Appalachia with new gameplay mechanics and ghoul exclusive perk cards. We hope you're all ready to unleash your inner ghoul. My tongue is not ready. Read them, isn't that? Yeah, something like that. Yeah, something like that, Ario. Update highlights. Ghoulification. Take a leap of faith in a new section of the Savage Divide and emerge a full-fledged ghoul. Ghoul exclusive perk cards. Find ghoul-tastic build opportunities with 30 new perk cards, 28 regular, and 2 legendary. Season 20 Glow of the Ghoul. Mutation, Radiation, Glow. It's time to ghoulify the Appalachia. Here were the sizes. It didn't actually show me on Steam. I downloaded it, but it didn't show the size. So it was 18.9 gigabytes for Steam, 37.6 for Microsoft Store, 37.6 for Xbox, and 36.8 for PlayStation. I'm always astounded. Steam just seems to have really good compression compared to everything else. So there we go. Waiting for the day Beth gives these pages a dark mode. Yeah, it is kind of bright on the screen, isn't it? Makes it easier for me to read. If it was a black screen with yellow text, that would probably be the easiest, but yeah. So apologize for the brightness, but it's not my, beyond my control. Ada, hello. Ghoulification. To begin your path to the ghoul life, you'll have to pick up the quest line Leap of Faith, which will take you into a new section of the Savage Divide. There you will meet characters who will aid in your transformation. Completing this questline will complete your transformation, unlocking new Ghoul exclusive abilities, Glow and Feral, as well as giving you access to 30 new Ghoul exclusive perks. Making a new character to Ghoul melee only. Well, hopefully we'll see how it goes. Hopefully the servers are up in a reasonable amount of time. For anyone that wants to know when they're going to be up, I don't know. That's the answer. Ghoul, they're going to do this thing. They had fun with this. Ghoulities, there we go. Ghoulities, abilities. Feral. Becoming a ghoul sheds the need to sate your hunger and thirst. Instead, you battle against a gnawing desire to slip back into your base nature, abandoning all sanity you might have had. The new feral meter drains over time and can only be filled back up by consuming chems. You may not want to keep that meter 100% filled, though. Your feral status provides different bonuses and penalties depending on how full the meter is. All right, so here's all of the, okay, that's interesting. So it is for those that haven't looked, seen anything on the Ghoul, it is a little misleading the way it's named, because it's a feral meter, but the way it works is you're actually feral when it's empty. You would think it would be the other way around, like when it's full, you're feral, but no, when you're empty, you're feral, when it's full, you're not. So there we go. Mr. 3, hello. Let's see here. Namnatus, hello. Okay, here we go. This is the feral meter. So above 80%, you gain +3 strength, +3 endurance, 30 max HP. Above 60%, so it's like in the 60% range. So this says above, but it's actually in the range. So between 60 and 80. So it's not, yeah. So 60 and 80, you get +15 max HP. From 40 to 60, you lose 1 endurance and 5 max HP. 20 to 40, you lose 3 endurance, minus 15 max HP, minus 10 max AP. And then when it's completely empty, you gain 150% melee damage. You lose 5 endurance, 99 charisma, which basically puts it at 1. You can't have specials below 1. So it'll put your charisma at 1. Minus 30 max HP, minus 20 max AP, minus 300% hipfire gun accuracy and VATS accuracy. And that is for real. You cannot hit anything with a pistol. Like if you're shooting with a gun, good luck. So Gabe and Sarah, hello. Let's see here. We've got Glow. As you might expect, when living as a ghoul, radiation doesn't have the same effect on you as it does on the smooth-skinned. You're immune to diseases and cannot be mutated by nearby radiation. You can still have mutations, by the way. You just need to do it with serums. You won't get mutated by radiation. As a ghoul, radiation makes you glow. This new glow system increases your maximum health and heals damage you've taken. Based on the amount of radiation that you've accumulated, your glow can be tracked by the green stripe pattern on your HP bar. So a note on that. Okay, that's a little misleading as well. It says the new glow system increases your maximum health. It only sort of does that. So you'll have your health bar. Oops, bumping the microphone. You'll have your health bar, and then you'll have a glow bar that's on top of your health, and it's the same amount. So when you take damage, it'll take off your glow first before it touches your health bar. But stim packs, and that's why I say it's a little misleading, stim packs will not heal glow. It'll only heal health, right? So it's not exactly health, but it's like an extra layer of protection over the top of your health bar. So yeah, thinking of it as maximum health can get you into trouble because things that affect health, not everything that affects health affects the glow bar as well. Just something to keep in mind. Consuming tainted foods, drinks, and exploring irradiated environments all contribute to your glow. If you hear that Pip-Boy ticking, the radiation is hitting. While you're in power armor, your radiation intake can be seen on the RADS dial next to your health. Outside of the max health increase Glow provides, it also contributes to perks like Science Monster and Jaguar Speed perks mentioned below. There we go. Yeah, it's basically a shield over your health. I mean, it acts like health in terms of like when you take damage, it goes down first and then your health bar goes down. But if you take a stim pack, it's going to refill your health, but it's not going to refill your glow. That's all. Greaser, hello. Yeah, apologize everyone. Getting through these, trying to get through this so it's not taking forever. Gurks. So this is a perks. One of the immediate benefits of living life as a ghoul is that you'll have access to a new suite of perk cards, which you can use in addition to the normal human cards. Not all of them though. Some of the cards are some of the human cards you cannot use as a ghoul and the other way around. There are 28 perks to choose from and 2 new legendary perks for ghouls. The new perk cards can be attained through perk card packs or by selecting your level up perk. These cards will open new build opportunities, enhance the way you play. And some of the perks actually are level locked. So some of the ghoul perks are actually, you have to be level 100 to take. So some of the ghoul perks actually are higher level than human perks. Let's see. Do note that perk cards that revolve around hunger, thirst, and the chem resist perk will be locked as ghouls don't require the benefits those cards provide. What I was saying before. Yeah, the endurance perks like thirst quencher and iron stomach, those don't apply to ghouls. You can't use them. No, we never know. We never know when the downtime is going to end. We don't know. We know when it's over. That's it. Let's see. Look at one perk from each special category. Okay, so they're giving us a preview of some of the perks, not all of them. So under strength, you have Bone Shatterer. Your melee weapons attacks have a 45% chance to cripple a limb. That's actually really good. Perception, Eye of the Hunter, your vision grants you plus 30% accuracy and VATS for a very long distance. That's very good as well. Endurance, Glowing Gut, irradiated food and drink grants 300% more RADs. Charisma, moral support. When on a team, you become feral 50% slower. Intelligence, Science Monster, while you have glow, you gain a 15% bonus damage for 10 seconds upon getting hit. So it's like taking one for the team, like a weaker version of that. Agility. Now this one is a little weird. Jaguar Speed. I don't know why they highlighted this either. You now sprint 20% faster when your glow is high. If you run Speed Demon, your maximum speed is you're already at max. So if you're running Speed Demon, don't take this perk. It won't help you. It won't do anything for you. What happens if you become feral? There are special perks for feral is what you want to be. If you're going to be a melee only character, that's basically what feral means is once that happens, you get a big bonus to your melee damage. So that's what happens basically. And your gun accuracy goes to hell and you can't hit anything. So mutation serums do work. Yes, mutation serums work. You just can't get mutated from the environment. Luck. Wild West Hands. 36% chance to instantly reload your entire magazine when empty. I didn't really ever use this. It's hard to find. I mean, having all these extra perks makes things pretty crowded. Hello, Gentugo. And so it's hard to find spots for some of these perks. So yeah. All right, A Ghoul's Day Out. With all these new benefits that help you explore the wasteland, we would forgive you for thinking that life as a ghoul was easy. No matter how well dressed you are, there are some factions like the Brotherhood of Steel who won't want to interact with you. Playing as a ghoul makes some factions hostile to you, which will lock you out of some quest lines. Luckily, wearing disguises made by Jay, a new NPC you'll meet along the new quest line, will allow you to interact with any blocked content that you may find when living life as a ghoul. Jay will also allow you to remove the disguise if you so wish. And I'll leave that to you to discover, to deal with that. I've said enough about that one. Stormtroopers are ghouls. Who knew? Yes. So yes, and so yeah, the Brotherhood, so that's the thing. So the Brotherhood is actually hostile to, I haven't done any quests as a ghoul on the PTS, but I can tell you the Brotherhood will shoot you on sight. If you're not wearing a disguise, they just attack you on sight. So that's a thing. Back to humanity. If after a short while you realize that being a ghoul isn't for you, you can become human again through your character screen. Please note, this is a one-way ticket back. You won't be able to complete the quest line to become a ghoul again. If you want a character that has already completed the Leap of Faith quest line to become a ghoul again, so that's basically if you become a ghoul, turn human, and then change your mind and want to go back to a ghoul, you can purchase a ghoul retransformation, which will be available on the character screen for 1,000 atoms. So there you go. That's a thing. So choose wisely. Further proof that the Brotherhood are terrible. Yes, for sure. Glow of the Ghoul, that's just a trailer. We don't need that. Back in the Glow, earn new ghoulish rewards. This is just what is it? This is just a trailer, right? Yeah, this is the trailer. They released this already. The Big Bloom, which starts April 29th. Spring is on the way, which means the new themed event begins April 29th. We hope you look forward to helping Black-Eyed Susan save her favorite meadow from the overgrown. Okay, so not a whole lot on this. So this is just a new seasonal event. So on April 29th, we'll have a new seasonal event. It'll go for a couple of weeks. It's kind of fun. It's different than what we have, and it's in the Skyline Valley is where it is, but I've done a few of them. Are we there yet? Yes, we're there yet. Unless you pay. Actions have consequences. Yes. Well, that's like real life, right? Like there are consequences unless if you have enough money, you don't have to worry about consequences. See, video games are just a primer for real life. Level 50 character boost. Now, I don't know anything about this, so let's find out. For new and veteran Wastelanders alike, the new level 50 character boost is a great way to get a new character ready to participate in daily ops, public events, and explore Appalachia. Except you can do all of those things if you're less than level 50, but that's okay. Check out our article for more information. This article will be going live later today. We like sharing patch notes with you all so early. We sometimes run into situations. Let's see what happens if I click on this. I don't think it's going to open anything, but we'll see. Article not found, right? Yeah, article not found. Okay, so apparently there's going to be an article later today that's going to explain the level 50 character boost. I don't know anything about it other than I heard it was coming. So that's all I know. So yeah, there we go. So if you don't like the ghoul and go back to human, then they buff the ghoul. Yeah, that's basically what it is. I mean, that's the thing about this that I'm not a fan of the pay system is right now, the game is undergoing this. I mean, they're going through balancing weapons and perks, and maybe they changed something about the ghoul. And the fact that you don't know, you're operating on partial information, right? You don't know what's coming. And so your decision is based on, you don't know what's going to happen. And so you go, I don't like being a ghoul now. And so you'd go back to human, and then they change it and go, wow, that's way better. That fixes the thing I had an issue with. Then you have to pay. So it seems like, I mean, I'm hoping they start putting those like maybe on the scoreboard or something, like maybe at the end of the season you can get one or something. But yeah, having to pay atoms feels a little unfair just because of the fact that we have to make the decisions without having all the information available to us. So yeah. Anyway, release notes. Oh, I guess none of those were the release notes. That was all just stuff they were telling us. Okay. Here we go. Under accessibility, fixed an issue where the text-to-speech window could persist through various menus. Fixed an issue where a chosen screen narration voice type could reset after relaunching the game. I have no idea what that means. Fixed an issue where menus would not scroll properly while using text-to-speech or speech-to-text. Oh, okay. I haven't used any of this, so that's why I don't know. So yeah, I just don't know. Ammo. Plasma and ultrasight cores now display their charge value. Fully charged fusion, plasma, and ultrasight cores can now be placed in the ammo box. Yay, that's great. If you have Fallout First, if you don't, it's nothing. But if you have Fallout First, that's awesome. Fusion cores count as in use while in power armor when storing unused ammo in the ammo box. Yes. So what this means is if you're wearing power armor and you just, store all unused ammo, it will not store any of your fusion cores, which is good because initially it would store every fusion core but the one in your that you had in your power armor. So yeah, I'm glad that was taken care of. Fusion cores assigned to power armor cannot be stored in the ammo box. Yeah. So that's just, it's just like anything else. Ghoul transformation on this scoreboard is a great idea. Well, I'm hoping. I'm not predicting. I'm just like, it would be nice to have those available in game, some other way rather than the pay, just because of the way that the game is in flux at the moment. So yes, today's patch. Yes, Pith. Let's see. They show their charge again. Yes, I didn't. Yeah, that's kind of nice. Armor. Fix an issue. What? Right? Yep. Fix an issue. Okay. Fix an issue where V63 jetpack paint could not be applied to the Vulcan jetpack. Okay, that's cool. Enclave Technician headwear now provides correct damage and disease resistance against airborne hazards. Hazmat and Chinese stealth suit now count as wearing a full set of matching armor. Hazmat suit is now in the armor category in the Pit Boy. Okay, a note on this right here. A note on this part right here. So there's a perk. There's other perks that look at sets. Like I think Barbarian gives a bonus now based on having a matching set. This does not count, as at least it didn't when I tested it, and it sounds like that might be coming later. If you're doing Funky Duds, Sizzling Style, this doesn't count as a matching set for that purpose. So that's just something to keep aware of. Because I had mentioned that it didn't work, and it sounded like that'll come later, not with this update. So maybe in the future this will count for those purposes, but for other perks, it will. So you'll kind of have to just trial and error as far as that goes. So Angry discovered how the turbo fertilizer bug worked yesterday, and now they fixed it. Okay, hey, no spoilers. No spoilers. Camp. Expanded the area of passive power for the Winter Retreat workshop structure. Fix an issue where workshop items would not place correctly while using free cam in the summer camp shelter. Stored camp pet furniture now properly refers to them as Dweller. The last turbo fert grenade is a stack. Oh, in a stack will function as expected. Yeah, that's been a bug for a bit. I'm glad they fixed it finally. Fixed an issue where two doors could be attached to the same door frame. I didn't know that was a thing. Fix an issue where the flower cart vending machine not having proper transparency on the flower. Fix an issue with the flower cart vending machine not having proper transparency on the flowers. So yes. When do I think? I don't make predictions. I have today. Because, the downtimes, since I've played, downtimes have been anywhere between 2 hours and 13 hours. So probably that's a safe area to guess. Combat. Reduce the health and damage output of super mutants. All right. Okay. Fix an issue with the Cavaliers mod where the player took increased damage while blocking. Manhunt. Corrected grammatical mistakes in Mad Dog Malone's line. Wow. Okay. Who notices shouldn't super mutants have bad grammar? Like, isn't that to me, that makes sense, but whatever. I don't know. So yeah, I don't. That's interesting. The grammar police caught that and reported it, and they fixed it. So that's a thing. 98 hours, 34 minutes. Oh, there we go. Combat balancing. Most pistols have been modified to incorporate the damage that they would deal via perks into their base damage, since those perks no longer offer a pistol-specific increase to damage. In addition to this, a few pistols have received a further increase to their base damage, single-action revolver. The following weapons can be converted to rifles via mods and thus will have their base damage further increased in the future. Okay, so these weapons are not affected by the damage buff this patch. Pipe gun, pipe revolver, pipe bolt action, laser gun, ultrasight laser gun, plasma gun, and enclave plasma. So these, if you're running these as a pistol, you're going to be probably a bit unhappy this patch. And but the next patch, well, I'm assuming the next patch, right? Did it say in the future? I'm guessing it's going to be the next patch, but it's the future. So there we go. So here's the weapons. Base damage values listed here represent weapons at max level. Lower levels have been adjusted proportionally. So this is max level with no mods. Super mutant grammar was immersion breaking for sure. Yes, I don't know. Yes. Anyway. So the 10mm pistol base damage has gone from 29 to 45. Most of these are in the 60% range. Some are more than that. The 44 revolver has gone from 72. The revolvers, the 44, the Crusade, or the single and the Western have more than a 60% increase. 44 revolver base damage goes from 72 to 132. Alien Blaster goes from 37 to 59. Black Powder 216 to 347. Crusader goes from 35 to 56. Circuit Breaker 40 to 64. Circuit Breaker actually feels pretty good. I played around with it a little bit, and it actually feels pretty good now. Salvage Assaultron Head 62 to 95. Western Revolver 84 to 157. Gamma Gun 60 to 85. Gauss Pistol 115 to 195. Single Action Revolver 82 to 184. That is a 124% increase in base damage. Pipe Revolver 70 to 85. That's like a 20% increase. So yeah, Pipe Revolver still has more work to go. You forgot to spend 600 tickets. No, Pelican. Oh man, sorry. That's rough. That's rough. That's brutal. Let's see. Weapon. You were probably just gonna all spend it on like, drugs and alcohol anyway. So yeah, don't worry. Better for you. Weapon AP cost changes. The pipe gun went from 21 to 13 in the AP cost. However, this weapon no longer has reduced AP from automatic receivers. 10 mil pistol is the same thing. It went down 20 to 15. The weapon no longer has reduced AP cost from automatic. So yeah, right now, not right now. Previously, since we don't have the previous anymore, previously when you put an automatic on these guns, it would cut the AP cost by 50%. Now we just have the base AP cost reduced, and automatic or semi-automatic doesn't affect the AP cost. So if you're running it as automatic, the net result is that these have a little bit higher AP cost than they do in live. If you're running as a semi-automatic, I think it's a boost. So just however you're running it. Angel, hello. Chems and Booze is crazy. Yes, there we go, for sure. Okay, Circuit Breaker. AP cost goes from 20 to 16. 44 Revolver, 35 to 20. That's a pretty good drop. Alien Blaster, 20 to 17. Crusader Pistol, 20 to 16. Combat Shotgun goes 35 to 18. Wow, that's it's like cut in half. That's actually really good. Western Revolver, 35 to 22. Double Barrel, 30 to 26. That's not a whole lot. Probably not staying in VATS for a long time with the double barrel though. So Cold Shoulder, 30 to 28. It's a double barrel. So, okay. Gauss Pistol, 35 to 18. Ooh, big cut there. Plasma Gun, 25 to 16. Now, plasma weapons, the Plasma Gun, it still has the issue where mods increase the AP cost when they shouldn't. So the AP cost on Plasma Guns is still bad. Same with Enclave Plasma. Gamma Gun 30 to 18, Pipe Revolver 25 to 16, Gunther's Big Iron 35-30, that's not much. Gauss Shotgun 35-24, Laser Gun 25 to 16. Laser Gun you can actually get down. I modded one. I actually got it down to an AP cost of 6 with the reduced AP cost legendary effect and the right mod. So you can get the Laser Gun down to be actually pretty AP efficient, which is pretty nice. So yes, meeting was rescheduled. Yes, all right, Poppy, you can hang out. Cool. Pump Action Shotgun 35 to 20. That's a nice drop. Single Action Revolver 35-24. Ultrasight Laser 25 to 14. Okay, so yes, pistols getting all the love. Only thing all players want to increase for the shotguns is the range. Shotguns are coming. I mean, I will say this about this update, just because of the change in perks, and I don't know if it's mentioned in here later on in the notes, but shotguns are now considered small guns, and they've reclassified some of the perks to be small guns instead of rifle or pistol. So for instance, Tank Killer will now work with a shotgun, and but between Onslaught and that, shotguns are feeling a lot better, and they haven't even been balanced yet. So I think shotguns at some point are going to be just pretty amazing, but we'll see how it goes. Weapon VATS critical damage multiplier changes. These are the base VATS critical. Try that again. These are the base VATS critical damage multipliers for each weapon. Mods, perks, and other buffs can further increase these values. So basically what they've done is they've made it so that pistols are geared towards doing critical damage. So the 10mm pistol goes from 2 times with critical to 2.5 times. Circuit Breaker is 2 to 2.75. Let's see. 44 is to 2.75. Yeah, so they would all be 2. So Alien Blaster only up a little bit to 2.25. Black Powder 2.75. Crusader 2.5. Single Action, yeah, that's good. 2.75. Salvage Assaultron Head goes up to 3. So maybe I'll have to give this weapon a try someday. Maybe. Probably not, but maybe. Western Revolver to 275, Gamma 275, Gauss, and Pipe Bolt 275. Pipe Gun is 2.5, but only while semi-automatic. So I guess when it's automatic, it's only 2. Did that say yeah, same thing with the 10mm pistol. All right, so this is only for semi-automatic. Pipe Revolver to 275, yeah. Going for melee Ghoul, so you can use the Gamma Gun and what more? And what more? Any recommendations? Well, the Gamma Gun will be good for self-healing. You know, if you want to shoot the ground, you're not going to be able to use guns. Like if you go for a melee Ghoul, well, if you're going feral, guns just aren't going to be able to hit anything. You know, maybe a flamer might be able to do it. But yeah, if you want to actually shoot stuff with guns, going feral is probably going to be a rough, because most things you can't hit anything. So yeah. Does anyone know if this update brings a chance for rare apparel to drop from mutated parks? I don't know. I don't know, Tom. I haven't heard anything. And well, I mean, I don't know if it's going to be in the patch notes, but I haven't heard anything. So I don't know. But I can, I don't know. Could try and find out though. No, I mean, I can't find out right now, but I can try and find out, see if it's in the files. And I will, I'll send you a message. Weapon sneak damage multiplier changes. Okay, so these are the base VATS critical damage base VATS critical. I think yeah, okay, so this is a typo. So these are not critical damage, ignore that part. These are the sneak damage multipliers. So yes, this is not VATS critical. This is a typo. This is what we're looking at. These are the sneak damage multipliers right here. So sneak damage for a 10 mil goes up from two times damage to 2.5. Alien Blaster is 2.25. Crusader is 2.5. Pipe Bolt Action 2.75, and the Pipe Gun is 2.5. Let's see here. Think we got this patch, the new milepost 0 merchants. I don't know, Adam. I mean, they were asked that during the AMA, the dev Q&A, and the answer was weird. So what they were asked if, and I think it was Jules, I think it was Jules that was asked the question. If the new vendors were coming, and the response was that they're having issues with the pathing and they haven't solved issues with the pathing on the caravans. They didn't actually say anything about the merchants. So I don't know if they're coming or not. It sounded like they're not, but we'll find out soon. You should be able to do every event as a Ghoul. Like, you should not be locked out of any events as a Ghoul. Shouldn't be. But this accuracy is for VATS H. Well, okay, so you can't. So I'll tell you my experience. So I took a character feral on the PTS, and I was within melee range, so I was close enough to hit the thing, and I was aiming at the head with the gun. I couldn't hit anything. Hip fire, I couldn't hit anything. VATS, I couldn't hit anything. So you will not, like with a pistol, you're not going to hit anything with this. I mean, maybe, so you need something with a spread, which I didn't try. So maybe a flamer, plasma flamer, something like that. A cremator, something like that. But with regular single projectile weapons, you're not going to be able to hit anything at all if you go feral. So yeah. So yeah, it's really bad. It's really bad. It was surprising. Okay, events. Dangerous pastime. Increase the countdown timer of the first stage to allow for more time before interacting with the intercom. Oh yeah, because you don't have much time, right? You show up at the event, you only have like 2 minutes, and if you're not there within like 2 minutes, it just goes away. So I'm guessing that just means, okay, so you just have more time to start the event is what it looks like. Eviction notice as a Ghoul, yeah, it should be pretty good. So test your metal as a Ghoul. Yeah, I mean, anything with rads. I mean, nuke bosses. See, here's one thing I think is probably going to happen is when you have Ghoul players, you're going to see nukes, like the whole event will be in radiation. They're not going to try and position them. They'll be like this big area. That'll be fun. How is Pounders on the PTS? It should be let's see, Pounders is, I think it's fixed. I think it's giving 10 times damage. I didn't test it, but my understanding is that it's doing 10 times damage instead of 100 times. So that's my understanding. Yeah, Rad Rumble with the Ghoul as well, for sure. Legendary mods. All right, here we go. And there is an issue with this. So fixed a bug. Oh, here's your question right here. Answered your question. Fixed a bug causing legendary mod boxes to drop on death. Did that ever make it to live? That never even made it to live. That happened on the PTS for a bit, but that was never on the live server. So that's interesting. They fixed that issue. It never showed up anyway, whatever. That was only on the PTS. Okay. Fix an issue which caused the Pounders mod to do more damage than intended. There you go. It's only going to do 10x instead of, 100. Battle loaders no longer activates when bashing players or teammates. Okay. Fix an issue with the defenders mod where players took increased damage while blocking. Conductors. Oh, I'm glad this is going to be fixed. Conductors now correctly grants 5% health and AP on successful critical hits. So the way it's been working is it does this part, it gives you the health, but it doesn't do this part. So yeah, when this part goes, you can stay in VATS for a really long time. Pounder sounds dirty. It makes you uncomfortable. Legendary mod boxes can now be scrapped for legendary modules. 1 star gives you 3 modules. 2 star gives you 6 modules. 3 star gives you 12 modules. And a 4 star, scrapping it gives you 24 modules. You now have a chance to learn plans by scrapping the mod boxes at the same rate as scrapping an item with a mod attached. There was supposed to be a note with this. Let's see if it's here. Okay, there's no note. There was supposed to be a note. Okay, so there is a problem with this right now. Right here. So there's a problem with this to be aware of. So when you scrap, it'll check one time to see if it can learn, to give you that chance. It's a 1% chance, right? So if I scrap a mod box, it'll roll one time to see if I learn that mod. If I scrap a stack of 100, is it at the bottom? Is it at the bottom, Bushwiki? Let's see. I might scroll at the bottom of at the bottom. All right, never mind. I'll get to that at the bottom then. So if it doesn't, I'll talk about this because their explanation may be a little more clear. So we'll go there. Never mind. There's a bug, but we'll talk about it at the end, I guess. Arms Keeper. Arms Keeper no longer applies to grenades. So yes, so if you have a full set of weight reduction armor, your grenades are going to have their full weight. You'll need Ordnance Express for that. Cavaliers fixed a bug causing the mod to increase damage taken instead of reducing it. On weapons. On armor, it's the effect has been changed. So now it just gives you 5% damage taken while sprinting. That's per piece. So a full set would give you minus 25%. Sentinels now grants 5% damage or minus 5% damage taken while standing still. So again, that's for a full set, it would be 25%. So it's just a straight, whoops, my mouse ran away. A straight damage reduction rather than a percent chance to reduce damage by whatever. Muley, yes, the updates are available. Should be available to download, I think, on all platforms at this point. Some guns with conductors can stay in VATS infinitely. Yes. Oh yeah, it's kind of broken, to be honest. I think it's a little strong. With a Gatling plasma, I could stay in VATS until I run out of ammo, which that's kind of silly, but whatever. Furious. And I do have, okay, so now that this is the first mention of Onslaught, if you haven't been paying attention at all and you don't know about Onslaught, I do have a video, and I'm sure Mr. 3 would gladly link that, explaining the Onslaught system. Furious. This effect is now considered Onslaught. 5% damage per stack, 9 max stacks, and stacks with the new Gunslinger and Gorilla perks. Onslaught description. Each consecutive hit grants a stack of Onslaught. Stacks expire once per second. Players have an initial limit of 0 and can increase this through perks and items. The effects granted per stack can also be modified per perks and items. Wow. Yeah, I don't. If I didn't know what the system was and I read that, I still wouldn't know. So, so anyway, that's. But I do have a video explaining the system. I think I do a little more detailed job of that. Pounders rewarded for Onslaught and fix an issue with stack limit. Yeah, instead of 100 stack limit, now it's 10. 10% damage per Onslaught stack, and this contributes up to 10 stacks. Pounders got rewarded? Yeah, well, it got rewarded just because of this mechanic, this Onslaught, this is introduced with this patch. And so Pounders is just being rewarded. It works the same. Obviously it works how it's intended. But yeah, it works. It's part of the Onslaught system. So that's all. But it does the same thing. It's just not broken anymore. Save Crackers has a new effect. So this one is kind of interesting. I don't know if people will use it, but now Save Crackers will give you +1 lockpick and +1 hacking skill. So if you have Save Crackers on 3 pieces of armor, you'll be able to pick or hack anything. So, that's a lot more useful than increasing the size of a sweet spot. I don't know if people will still use it, but I think it makes it interesting. So yeah. From what you heard in an interview with the dev, you believe the name Onslaught will be changed. They said it was a temporary thing, but it's in the game now. It's not going to change. Like that, they said it was a placeholder initially. It's not going to change. At this point, it's already in the game as it is. It'll be Onslaught, which is fine. Magazines, updated Guns and Bullets 3 description to state that it gives 100% increase to ballistic crit damage. Okay, I don't know what it said before, but okay. Power armor now grants plus 10 strength regardless of your current strength. So the way it would work before is it would just take your strength up to like 11, I think, or 12. And now it just takes whatever your strength is and adds 10 to it. So that should be a buff to power armor and strength. Inspecting and previewing power armor now correctly shows the parts attached to it. In addition, the inspect menu now displays the contents of the chassis. Oh, so if I just inspect the power armor chassis, it'll show me the parts? That's actually kind of cool. That's nice. I haven't actually checked that out, so that's cool. Perks. Adjusted some perk names for better alphabetical sorting. I think the only perks that this applies to are Gunslinger Master and Gunslinger Expert. And Gorilla. So I think it's that, because instead of saying Master Gunslinger, Master Gorilla, it says Gorilla Master, Gunslinger Master. So now all of the Gunslinger Gorilla perks should be right in a row, is what I'm thinking. So yeah. Master Infiltrator is OP cars. Oh, OP card. Okay. Yes. Oh, okay. That was only the first thing. I lost my place. Sorry. Onslaught now has a HUD indicator, which, yeah, I mean, it didn't have a HUD indicator before because it wasn't in the game before. So that's kind of weird. But yeah, it'll be in the lower right-hand corner of the thing. It'll show you your current Onslaught count. A help entry has been added for Onslaught. Added a help entry for small guns. Yes, because small guns, so some of the perks will say small guns rather than pistols or rifles. Small guns are pistols, rifles, and shotguns, with the exception of the pepper shaker. Pepper shaker is considered a heavy gun and it doesn't apply to this, but yeah, shotguns, small guns, pistols, shotguns, pistols, rifles are small guns. Updated the help entry for VATS to include information about limb targeting and weakness resistance being tied to a perception stat. Okay. Added an option to disable the unopened perk card pack. Yes. So in the menu now, because some people they just like to leave their unopened perk cards for whatever reason, they don't open them. And you have to, you get a message that pops up saying, would you like to open your perk cards? And you have to get rid of that. Now you can actually go into the help menu and disable that so you don't get that pop-up message to open perk cards anymore. Starting loadouts have been adjusted to accommodate perk card changes. Yeah, so this is a level 20 loadouts. They've made some adjustments to account for the changes. Fix an issue where upgraded perk cards only showed rank 1 values when unequipped. Fix an issue where upgraded perk cards only showed rank 1 values. Okay, that's a thing. Card machine doesn't work on the snake level. Yeah, that was happening in the original PTS with the raid, and I've never used it, so I don't know. Let's see, perk balancing. We have Arms Keeper. Oh yeah, so these are all the perk changes. All the perk changes. I need another drink for that. Okay. Arms Keeper. Ranks reduced from 3 to 2. The rank 1 increases weight reduction to 50%. Rank 2 goes to 75%. And now so instead of, because before it just was just rifles, right? Arms Keeper was just rifles. So now it applies to all weapons except grenades. So it basically works the same way as Arms Keeper on the armor as well. Awareness. I like awareness. I'm a big fan. If you play VATS, I like awareness. New effect. Gain more VATS accuracy based on your perception. The effect of seeing weaknesses in VATS is now tied to having at least 10 perception. So now, if you have 10 perception or higher, when you go to VATS, you'll see all the enemies' various resistances, whether you have awareness equipped or not. So yes, lots of perk changes. The update, well, the servers are updating at the moment. At the moment. Does Onslaught work with flamers? Onslaught works with any ranged weapons. Anything the range, it'll work. Well, and actually it works with melee too, but it just depends. But yeah, it works with everything. Flynn Milstein, yes, thank you for subscribing. When are we able to play after the update? When the servers go back up. Barbarian. Oh, okay, so here's what I was talking about. So Barbarian, rank reduced from 3 to 1. The new effect, gain damage resistance based on your strength, doubled when not wearing armor. Okay, so that's what this means. So the, what is it? The hazmat suits are now part of armor. So if you wear a hazmat suit, it will not count as it. It'll actually count as you're wearing armor. So you actually won't get a benefit, that double benefit. Bodyguards, ranks reduced from 4 to 1. New effect, gain damage and energy resistance based on your charisma per teammate. There we go. So rather than just 4 to 1, it's just 1, or rather than just a 4-point card, it's a 1-point card. And there we go. Seems like more and more they're changing cards to work based on whatever that special stat is, which I kind of like. I think that's kind of fun. Like a true barbarian, exactly. KSI Juice Box, thank you for subscribing. So the arms keeper won't need bear arms, you'd imagine? I wouldn't think so. Bear arms, I'm assuming anyway. Bear arms will get reworked at some point. I mean, it's going to be, I mean, they're going to rework everything eventually. So I think bear arms will, or not. Yeah, bear arms will get a rework of something. Demolition expert ranks reduced from 5 to 3. That's a nice change. Rank 2 goes from, instead of 20%, it's 40%. And rank 3, oh yeah, there's 3 ranks, but I think it's only 2 and 3. Like, I think it's either a 2-point card or a 3-point card. I don't think there's a rank 1. So it either goes, so it gives you 40% or 60% damage. Fix an issue where Demolition Expert was increasing turret damage instead of home defense. Demolition Expert is no longer required to craft explosives. Yeah, if you want to make grenades, you don't need to equip Demolition Expert anymore. So that's awesome. Yeah, you can play any kind of ghoul is possible. I mean, it's just like playing human. I mean, there's some different perks, and some perks don't work, but in terms of like, you can use the same weapons, you can do the same play styles, whether you're ghoul or human. That is not, it'll just be different. Need more stuff for your intelligence. Well, there you go. Cap Collector, reduce the chance of extra caps from 100% to a chance based on your luck that ranges from 20 to 85%. So this is a downgrade, I think, for some people, but I'm not sure, because I think it actually increases. Yeah, I think there's more to it than that, but maybe not. Can do. Ranks reduced from 3 to 1. New effect. Find more packaged food based on your luck. Added an additional chance to occur based on your luck that ranges from 20 to 85%. Can now apply to NPC loot. So that's pretty cool. So, I mean, if you're looking for packaged food, you can actually loot NPCs with it as well. So that can help with daily challenges, I think. Yeah, that should help with daily challenges. Make it a lot easier to find the loot, I think. No Baylor. Well, no, you won't be able to play low health. If you play low, because the thing is, radiation heals you. So the way people manage low health is they use toxic goo or whatever. They take the rads to keep their health bar down. That won't work with a ghoul. With a ghoul, if you take rads, it heals you. So it's possible to do it. I mean, you'd have to take damage and avoid radiation to heal you. And it would be a really bad play style is what else I would say, because as a ghoul, you're locked out of certain cards that are beneficial. So playing as a ghoul low health is technically possible, and it would be horrible. You'd probably hate it. So yeah, I wouldn't do it. The benefits just aren't there. There's a lot of downside and no upside is what I would say. Concentrated Fire no longer grants limb targeting. This is now acquired by having at least 5 perception. So now if your perception is 5 or higher, you can just target limbs. You don't need Concentrated Fire. Fix the damage bonus not increasing per shot. The per shot effect now limited to 20 stacks. So basically, every time you hit an enemy or shoot an enemy, every miss increases your VATS hit chance. So up to 20 times. So yeah, but you no longer need that perk to target limbs. Crack Shot. So Crack Shot now works with all small guns. So before it was just pistols, now it worked with rifles and shotguns as well. So that's cool. Gotta go. All right, Mr. 3, have a good one. Let's see. Field Surgeon has been moved to intelligence. I guess it hasn't been changed. I think it does the same thing, because they would say if it was changed. So Field Surgeon wasn't under charisma. Now it goes to intelligence. Pharma added an additional chance to occur based on your luck that ranges from 20 to 85% and can now apply to NPC loot. See, these are kind of good changes on these cards, because before you'd actually have to search certain containers, and now NPCs count as a container for this perk. So that's actually pretty good. Mordred, hello. Having the issue not knowing what chassis had what last. So yeah, so you rename them. Yeah, I do that too. So I have no idea if there's new camp plans. I mean, there's nothing that I know about. And they don't usually talk about new plans in the patch notes. So I don't know. Gunfu. Fix an issue where Gunfu was doing much more damage than intended. Increase the damage buff from 10, 30, 60 to 30, 60, 90. Okay, so Gunfu, if you can stay in VATS with a lot of enemies, wow, that's a lot of extra damage. Good with Salt. Ranks reduced from 3 to 2. So rank 1 reduces spoilage by 45%, and rank 2 is 90%. So that's nice. Saves us a point in luck for those of us that run that perk. Gorilla. New effect. Each rank adds range damage to close enemies. And I think this one caps out at 20% at rank 3. Gorilla Expert. Ranks reduced from 3 to 1. Rank 1 now costs 2 perk points. New effect, you gain 1% reload speed per onslaught stack with ranged weapons plus 3 max stack. So yeah, you can get, this can help your reload speed a bit. Gorilla Master, ranks reduced from 3 to 1. We have a little bit of a spacing issue here. Rank 1 now costs 3 perk points. New effect, you gain 5% damage to close enemies per onslaught stack with ranged weapons plus 5 max stack. So again, I do have a video on onslaught, but I also have a video on this was last week that will tell you how close that is. If you want to know what a close enemy is, I have a video showing you exactly how far away that is. Having science 2 on and making something that requires level 1 science. I think the science perks Pelican are going to be they've mentioned that before. Hey Benji, they've mentioned that before. The science perks I think they're going to be reworked. So we'll see what happens there. I would like them to make them all rank 1 cards. Okay, Gunslinger, new effect. Each rank adds range damage to weak spots. I think that caps, 12%. Yeah, 12%. Yes. Yes. Gunslinger Expert, ranks reduced from 3 to 1. Rank 1 now costs 2 perk points. New effect, change effect to 1% range weak spot damage per onslaught stack plus 3 max stacks. Gunslinger Master, rank reduced from 3 to 1. Rank 1 now costs 3 perk points, so it's still a 3-point card. It only costs you 1 perk to select it. Gain onslaught stacks over time and spend them on attacks plus 10 max stacks. Gunrunner now works with any ranged weapon. So before it was pistols, right? I've never used it. Sorry, my arm itches. I've never used Gunrunner. I think it's for pistols though. But again, if you have Speed Demon, it's not going to do anything for you. Speed Demon maxes out your speed. So any perk that increases your speed, if you have Speed Demon, there's no reason to use it. So yeah, now it works with any ranged weapon. That's cool. Home defense now correctly increases turret damage. Damage bonuses 50, 75, 100%. Never use that card. Inspirational, ranks reduced from 3 to 1. Increased XP gain per charisma. New effect, you and team members gain more XP. This, okay, I think this is wrong. I don't think this is right. Unless this has been changed again, which I don't think it has. So the way this was working on the PTS, is that you gain more, because they had it for a while, they had it so that it was giving teammates, depending on how close they were, bonus experience as well, but they didn't like how it was working, so they removed that effect, and it's just you. So as far as I know, this is only going to give you, yeah, and there's another change to it. So the way it was working before, or the way it's working on the PTS, and I think it's going to be live, is it'll give you bonus XP, and the requirement is that you need to be on a team. So, and that's different because the way it's been working is that you have to have a teammate as well. So yeah, it's been changed. You only need to be on a team, and it only affects you. I don't think this other actually applies, but it does scale with your charisma though. So that is the thing. So I think this patch note is wrong. I think. Ironclad, ranks reduced from 5 to 3. Armor provides 5% more protection per rank, double if wearing a matching set. So again, here's a situation where if you are wearing the Chinese stealth suit, that counts as a matching set for this perk. So the Chinese stealth suit would do let's see, 5% more. Okay, so you get like 10% more rank per, let's see, to 3. So you can get up to 15% more damage or 30% more damage if you're wearing a Chinese stealth suit with this perk. So that's a thing. Did you test the mask for set Ironclad? I didn't. No, I didn't test every one of these perks. I tend to not test perks that I wouldn't really use. So I don't know as far as that goes. Let's see here. Lead Belly. Reduce ranks from 3 to 1. The new effect is less rads from food and drink based on your endurance. Okay, so I don't know, do people use this perk? Maybe you do. So yeah, if you have high endurance, you're going to take less rads. All right, there you go. Modern Renegade now works with all small guns, which is rifles, pistols, and shotguns. Chance to cripple has been replaced with increased limb damage. Okay. Mr. Sandman, remove the at night requirement. So that's a good change as well. So now Mr. Sandman, if you have a silence weapon and you do a sneak attack, you get bonus damage. Doesn't matter what time it is, which is a good, yeah. Pack Rat. Perks reduced from 3 to 2. Rank 1 increases to 50%. Oh, so this is damage reduction on, or weight reduction on junk, right? So yeah, 50% less weight, 75 at rank 2. I do like how they're reducing the ranks. Pack and Light. This one is different. This is different. Rank 1, or ranks reduced from 3 to 1, and the new effect is your action points regenerate faster when not encumbered. So yeah, if you have Pack and Light and you're not over encumbered, you get increased AP regen. I didn't test this, so I don't know how good it is. It's because you get AP regen from so many things now. So yeah, but again, this could be good. I don't know. I don't know how much this does. So I have no idea if that's good or not. Oh, it's 25%? That's actually not, well, depending on which 25 it is though. Is it like the 25 of like Action Boy, or is it like the 25 of, because there's two different ways AP regen is done as well. So Original Joint, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Let's see, Pharma, ranks reduced from 3 to 1. New effect, find more healing chems based on luck. Oh, okay. So it's just a 1-point card and it's just based on, wait. Pharma, didn't they? Wasn't Pharma here? Didn't they? Okay, that's confusing. Okay, so they're putting this in two different spots. Okay, okay. So Pharma, we already talked about. It's okay. That's where is that? Oh, because they misspelled it the first time. Okay, that's what's confusing. Okay, so Pharma, yeah. Pharma, it's a rank 1 card. It's based on your luck, and enemies can now count as containers. That was confusing. Bagheera, hello. Gonna watch the Onslaught video 15 times, repeat after this. Thank you very much. Portable Power. Ranks reduced from 3 to 2. Move from Intelligence to Strength. Rank 1 increases, let's see, Portable Power. That's the weight of power armor, right? Is that what that is? That's the weight of the power armor frames, right? I think it is. Rank 1 is a 50% reduction. Rank 2 is a 75% reduction. Rad Resist. This was a perk that was never worth it before. Ranks reduced from 4 to 1. Rank now costs 2 points. And you gain radiation resistance based on your endurance. I don't know how this scales. I haven't tested this, so I don't know how good that is. I mean, again, usually you get enough radiation resistance from armor in most, at least all the top tier armors. So yeah, I haven't tested this. I'm actually kind of curious how much radiation resistance that gives you. Let's see here. Rejuvenated. Oh, Rejuvenated is, oh wow. Okay, so their formatting is kind of gone bananas here. Okay. Sometimes yeah, the proofreading doesn't happen. Yes. Does Ironclad work with power armor? Is it still separate? It doesn't say. Like, it doesn't specify, so I'm assuming it does. I didn't test it, but it didn't say that it excludes power armor. So yeah. So I think it probably does, but again, that's not a perk that I test. I did not test every single perk. Rejuvenated. Let's see. Rejuvenated, increased bonus rank at rank 1. Rank 2 now has an additional bonus while not heavily irradiated. Oh yeah, so basically Rejuvenated, it doesn't work with a Ghoul. I mean, it's tied to your food and drink anyway, but yeah. So if you are fully fed and fully healed, or fully your thirst meter, so if your thirst and hunger meters are full, at rank 2, this now gives you like 4 endurance and 4, I think it's 4. It's like 4 endurance and 4 strength. It's like a really good buff now. This is a perk that I've never used before that I actually think will be worth using. Scrounger, ranks reduced from 3 to 1, no longer increases the quantity of explosives found. What did Scrounger do? Oh, Scrounger was just ammo before, so it doesn't affect explosives. It's just regular ammo. Yeah, find more ammo based on luck. All 3 searching perks have a chance based on luck to grant a bonus item in certain contexts, such as medical box or ammo box. In addition, these perks increase the quantity found from all regular loot sources based on luck. Oh, okay, so you'll find more ammo, so your chance goes up, and how much you can find goes up as well, right? Yeah. This is really confusing. The way this is formatted, it's kind of funky. We need new quest lines. Well, there's a Ghoul quest line. It's not super long, but there is sort of a new quest line. Shotguns shotguns are getting kind of a stealth buff this time. I mean, they haven't been balanced. I mean, we still have the shotgun balance, in terms of the weapon itself, plus the shotgun perks. That'll get balanced as well. So shotguns are going to be better. I think they'll be noticeably better with this update. And then when we finally get the balance on shotguns, I think at some point shotguns are going to be really, really good. But when I tested them, I actually found them really good, especially like Furious Explosive on a shotgun with Onslaught and stuff. You can do some pretty nice damage. Spiritual Healer. Ranks reduced from 3 to 1. The new effect, you and teammates regenerate health. This effect scales with charisma. I think this is wrong as well. So forget this part right here. It's not teammates. It's just you. So you increase your health is regenerating constantly based on your health. It's not that high. So I think the maximum you can get is like one HP per second. I think that's like the most you can get with your charisma. So, but it does. It's passive healing is what it does, but it doesn't apply to teammates. At least it didn't on the BTS. And I don't think it's going to with live either. I think that's just a mistake. Strong, pardon me. Strong back, ranks reduced from 4 to 1. Rank 1 now costs 2 perk points. New effect, gain more carry weight based on your strength. This is not one I looked at, so I don't know how high this carry or how high this scales. But it's going to be cheaper and it's just going to give you more carry weight based on your strength. At least I don't think I tested this. If I tested this, I've forgotten. So I don't know. There's been so many perk changes, it's hard to keep track of all of them. So yes. Unstable isotope. Yeah, that could be interesting. I've heard of that, how that might work with ghouls. I didn't try it. It's one of those things I thought, oh, that could be interesting, but I didn't try it. Tank killer now works with all small guns, which again, rifles, pistols, and shotguns with the exception of the pepper shaker. Tenderizer. Ranks reduced from 3 to 1, but it costs 2 points. New effect, each attack makes your target take 0.1% increased damage. Each player using Tenderizer contributes to a stacking effect that does not expire and caps out at 100% increased damage, does not work in PvP. So yes, so if you hit that enemy 10 times, they will take 10% or they'll take 1% more damage. Everybody who has the perk equipped will also do the same and it'll contribute to the whole thing. But really, unless you're using a boss, you're probably not going to hit an enemy enough times that this is even going to matter. So for me, this is going to be a boss only card. It's not going to be for regular enemies. They just won't do anything, or at least not enough. I would like to see the Ghoul's gun. Yes. Traveling Pharmacy. Ranks reduced from 3 to 2. Rank 1, let's see. What is this? Oh, it reduces the chem weight. Okay, yeah. So rank 1 is a 45% reduction. Rank 2 is a 90% reduction. I do like the fact they've trimmed quite a few cards here that go from 3 to 2. Sorry, I'm still hoarse from yesterday's stream. So yeah. But yeah, I like that. That's a good change. I mean, it's just going to give you an extra point to put somewhere else. Wrecking Ball, ranks reduced from 3 to 1, move from intelligence to strength. The new effect is you deal 100% damage to objects and can damage your own camp objects. And I guess this is for camp builders. Like sometimes you just need to destroy stuff in your camp or something. So this seems like for camp people, this seems like it's a good thing. So yes. Like to see some bows. I'm sure bows will get their day as well. I think everything eventually. I mean, what they did to pistols this time, I expect to see on every weapon eventually. They'll just go through all the weapons and do some balancing. I expect. We'll see. Quests. A bump in the road fixed a bug causing Joanna to reappear when relogging. Bump in the road. Retrieve cargo from the Brahmin. Objective no longer reappears after logging. Yeah, bump in the road. A lot of it here. Fixed issue causing players to get duplicate Blue Ridge cargo items when relogging. Yes, I had a whole bunch of these I dropped the other day. Bump in the road. Fix an issue where the quest would not activate if a player reached level 20 while in the area. All right. Oldest trick in the book. Fixed an issue that could cause some cultists to not be hostile when they should be. Oldest trick in the book. Fixed an issue that could cause the player to become soft lock while interacting with Hugo. I've encountered this a number of times. Usually I have to server hop. Kappa Squatter. The speak with chief objective should now complete properly and the chief robot will no longer skip the explanation dialogue. I haven't done this forever. Powerhouse of the Cell. I just did this quest a couple days ago. Move the objective marker for enter the organic sector to be aligned with the door. That would be nice. I chase my tail around a lot. So having the quest marker go in the right place would be awesome. Duty calls. Fixed an issue where the quest would not progress if players log out with a brain in their inventory and resume the quest later on. Oh, this is the settler quest line. I don't think I've ever not finished it. I don't think I've ever started and not finished it. It's not very long. Most sensational game, speculation or speculative fixes for NPC pathing issues that could prevent progress. Okay, you know what this means? Speculative fixes. We hope we fixed it. That's what this means. We hope we fixed it. So we'll see. Satisfied conscious. Oh, this must be part of the Brotherhood thing. Fix an issue where Paladin Romani would not be present at the start of the quest. I'm okay with that if she's not. Address several dialogue mismatches in mileposts. Oh, geez. Okay, this is confusing. Okay, this is another. This formatting is weird. This right here has nothing to do with this. Address several dialogue mismatches in Milepost 0. Fixed an issue where players could enter the Ranger Station bunker prematurely during the Skyline Valley questline. Ramirez, Houston, and generic Brotherhood initiates in Fort Atlas should no longer talk about Night Shin if Romani was chosen as the leader of the Brotherhood of Steel. The potential weapons earnable from completing the elusive Crane quest can now be scrapped. Oh, right. Yeah, because if you, during that quest, when you put the token in the machine, you get a thing. It won't let you scrap those weapons. Yeah, that's, I think you could put them in the script machine and that's it. Because I think I remember trying that. You speculate they did not in fact fix it. I don't know, but that's usually what that means. You know, speculative fix means we hope it's fixed, but it may not be. So not a lot of, it's like a no confidence fix. But at least they're honest. I mean, at least they say speculative, right? What do I think about making smaller events like Collision Course, Leader of the Pack actually check off as a public because of its I mean, I think it should count for the repeatable. Like when you do the repeatable, well, I don't know. I mean, I don't have a strong opinion, I guess, either way. I mean, yes, technically anybody can do them and they're public, but yeah, I don't. Not something I've really thought about. UI, fixed issues where player titles could overlap a player's level when seen on the map. Yeah, the whole team thing can get really cluttered, and yeah. Radx now properly states it will suppress active mutations. Well, I think it did already, right? But the problem was it was diluted Radx was saying that it does, and diluted Radx does not. I think that was the problem, right? I don't know. Fixed an issue with battle-ready Dweller loadouts having an extra unused point of endurance. Okay. Fixed an issue with Pip-Boy not displaying correct information for Guns and Bullets 3 magazine effect, which they noted that above. Legendary script is now able to be found in the collections tab of the Pip-Boy. Oh, we gonna do tab? All right. Oh, no, okay, never mind. Yeah. So that's on the first page under collections. Yeah, the legendary script has been missing since the last update. Fixed an issue where the Scorch Beast photo mode frame not displaying correctly when used. I can't remember the last time I used a photo mode frame. Parked your character outside Milepost 0 like it's Apple Store. I want that Deathclaw drove. We'll see. I'm guessing that it's not going to happen. Like I'm guessing that we won't get the vendors based on what they said, even though they didn't specify the fact they talked about pathing not working properly. I'm hoping they show up, but yeah, I don't know. Weapons. The V63 laser carbine is now craftable for all players regardless of the acquisition method. The V63 laser carbine weapon plan and mod plans along with its mod plans can no longer be dropped, traded, or sold. Oh, okay. So I think here's what's happened. If you got the V63 carbine, if someone because it used to be tradable. So if the V63 carbine when it was tradable was given to you, you would not get the plan from Theo when you did the quest. And so I think this is what they're saying is if you have a V63 carbine in your inventory, you can craft it. I think that's what that means. I don't know, but I'm guessing here. So I'm guessing if you don't have a carbine already, you still have to do the quest to get it. I'm guessing, but I don't know. I don't quite know what that means. So that's just my guess. Let's see here. Fix an issue where the V63 laser carbine could appear multiple times in the crafting menu. All right. Fix an issue where melee weapons appeared incorrectly when using a scout's banner. I have no idea what that's about. Fix an issue where the Reaper Gatling laser paint did not apply correctly. Fixed incorrect display of ultrasight laser gun and ultrasight Gatling laser when viewed in inventory workshop views. Fix an issue where the cryptid jawbone knife, V63 Helga, V63 Olga could not be changed back to their unique skin if another paint was applied. I don't know why you want to change the skin on the cryptid jawbone knife. It's so cool. Fix an issue where players who unlock the cremator through gold bullion were not able to apply the Enclave Sigma squad paint. So there you go. You can now apply that paint. Fix an issue where fire damage type appeared above the primary damage type on certain weapons. I never noticed that. Fix an issue where dual bar mod was not properly being granted when scrapping the cauterizer. So yeah, I guess you can apply the dual bar mod to the cauterizer now where you couldn't before, I think, is what that is. Caravans are, oh yes, I did caravans over the weekend because I had a character I wanted the carbine plan for, and I hadn't done any caravans at all. So I spent the weekend doing caravans, and I only ran into one that didn't finish, but it's still frustrating. Miscellaneous fixes. Fixed an issue preventing score boosts from working correctly in private worlds. All right, I didn't know there was. I didn't know that wasn't working, so I guess I've missed out on some score because I guess I missed out on some score. Fixed issue with Silver Collectron not collecting the items specified in its terminal. Fix an issue where overgrown Moonflower assassins could be pacified with a Wasteland Whisperer perk. Fix an issue, I've never used that perk. Fix an issue in the Gleaming Depths where the mole miners wouldn't attack the drill if left alone. Oh, all right. So this will make soloing it harder, I'm guessing. All goo piles and cultists can now be looted directly inside of the old Cremora mines. Oh, that's good. Yeah, because the cultists would die and then you wouldn't be able to loot their bodies. So that's good. Players can now trade drop the Thrasher plushie backpack plans. Oh, that's cool. Increase the range at which other players can hear each other while using area chat, which I never use. Added group generation to the condition of the rewards for mutated public events. Added group generation to the condition of the rewards for mutated public events. I have no idea what that means. Not a clue. Mutated. Oh, here we go. Mutated party packs should now properly grant recipes and outfits once players learn everything. I wonder if that means that the rare outfits are part of the thing. That may be it. Maybe that means, but I don't know. Maybe that's what it means. Pleasant Valley claim tokens no longer have any weight. I was not aware that they had weight at all. Huh. How much did they weigh before? How much did these things weigh before? Yeah, how much did those weigh before? I don't know. Yeah. Known issues. All right, okay, so this is what I was talking about before. Bulk scrapping legendary mods. When attempting to scrap a stack of legendary mods, the check to see if the mod was learned will only trigger once. The team is currently investigating a fix and will let you know as soon as we have more information to share. So in other words, suppose you had a stack of anti-armor mods. You had like 100 of them. And you did not know anti-armor. Well, if you scrap an anti-armor legendary mod, you have a chance to learn how to craft anti-armor. But if I scrap a stack of 100, it's only going to check one time, not 100 times. So if you have 100 or 10 or 5, if you have more than one, you want to scrap them one at a time, because it's only going to try one time per scrap. That's the issue. Hey, Drinks, welcome. Let's see, one each. Pleasant Valley? No, they couldn't weigh that much. I would be, because I've had like hundreds before. They must weigh like 0.1 or something. I'm not sure. One time Mirelurk spawned on your Brahmin insta-killed. Oh, the caravans, they can be kind of rough for that. Inconsistent legendary perk behavior. After transforming into a ghoul, players may notice inconsistent behavior with What Rad's Action Diet and Feral Rage perks. Namely, the human legendary perk What Rads won't appear as locked away from transformed character, and the ghoul exclusive perks Action Diet and Feral Rage may still appear locked and unequipable. Yeah, I've seen this on the PTS where sometimes it'll show you're locked out of a perk and you'll have it equipped. And it's like, well, I have it equipped, so it's obviously doing what it's doing. So I think this is just a display issue. I don't think this is an actual, I don't think this affects the perks. I think it's just a display issue, I think. At least that's how it seemed to me, and I wish they would have said that, but I think that's, yeah. So, wow, that was a lot of notes. Yeah, there was group regeneration is, well, it didn't say regeneration, it said generation. It said group generation. See right here, it says, oh, darn it, where was it? I can't remember that, but it was group generation is what it said, and then it said with mutated party packs. Yeah, see, it says added group generation to the condition of the rewards. So what it's doing is it's checking some condition so you can do the rewards. And maybe this has to do with, because you need to have like so many Fallout First people to get like depending on the pack you get. And I think that's what it's talking about, but it's worded in such a weird way. I don't know what it means. So yeah. How does storing fusion cores in the ammo box work? It's just like storing other ammo. You just go up and you click store unused ammo, and it'll store the fusion cores as long as they're 100%. They have to be 100% charged. So, Victor, you know what I know. This is all that I know is, this is the patch notes. I don't know in terms of the EN06. I don't know. I don't know about any glitch like that, if they fix it or not. So, yes. Maybe Pelican, I don't know. Again, I don't know. This is not very descriptive. This is a very I don't know what that means. I don't know specifically what it means. I think it's just referring to how they determine the mutated, the packs and, the rewards. But yeah, I don't know specifically. but it wouldn't be patch notes without having things like that. So yeah, so servers will be back at some point. I'm assuming they're not back because if you're a very new player, how long is downtime usually? Frank, downtime can be anywhere between the longest has been 13 hours. Usually it's 2 to 3, but who knows? New article is up. Is there another article? Is there the new article? Hang on, let's find that. That was like at the top, right? Hang on. Where was the link for that? There was a link somewhere. Right? Wasn't there a link in here somewhere? Oh, here we go. Check out the article. Oops. Glow of the Ghoul. Is this? This is the rewards. Yeah, this is like the reward stuff. This isn't new. This is old. Yeah, that's not a new thing. This right? This I've seen all this. I mean, there's the calendar. Yeah, this isn't new. But that's the link. That's the link. Did I click on the wrong thing? Oh, season article. Here we go. Never mind. I clicked on the wrong link. I got it. Let's refresh it here. It's still not showing the article. There's nothing. So if there's a new article, it's not there. Not yet. But that's the end of the patch notes. So now we're just waiting. Now we're just waiting for the servers to come back up. So yes, thank you everybody for joining me. And yeah, I'll be back tomorrow with Fallout 4. My Fallout 4 continues tomorrow. And I'll be doing a Ghoul character playthrough that'll start on Friday, the Friday live stream. So yes, everyone have good luck with the new season. And don't forget, if you have Fallout first, claim on the page 1 of the rewards page. Enable that the boost, the 10% or whatever it's going to be. Enable that boost because you need to do that right away so you don't lose out on score. So yeah, everyone have a good rest of your day, and I will catch you later.